Hello, foodies. Welcome back to my channel, Tasty Treats by Nikki, to the English series of my recipes. So, meeting you all again with yet another new recipe, and our today's recipe is Nutella Oats Brownie recipe. This is going to be fun making this brownie, and at the same time, it is going to be yummy delicious because this is the delicious one. The recipe is quite simple and easy. At the same time, it is also healthy because we are using oats flour here. At the same time, it's also a little unhealthy because we are using Nutella in it. So it's a combination. Let's see the recipe. So to begin with the recipe, we are going to take 1 cup of oats. You can see here, which is 250 ml of oats. If you count like that, any which ways, we counted 1 cup. So here I am adding it into the grinder to grind it and make fine powder out of it. And we have the powder here. So you can see the consistency of it, how powdery it is, and this is ready. Let's keep this aside. Here in a bowl I have taken frozen banana. This has become defrozen now. So 1 banana, I froze it in the refrigerator and kept it out for 3 to 4 hours. Next I'm adding in here 3 tablespoons of castor sugar. After adding the sugar, we are going to add in, so you can see here 1 tablespoon of castor sugar 3 times, which means 3 tablespoons. Next I'm adding in here vanilla essence 3 to 4 drops. Now we are going to mash the banana here and mix everything nicely until it's all nicely well combined. So this is done. Next I'm going to add in here melted butter. So here I've taken 200 grams of melted butter. The butter is at room temperature, don't add hot to it. Next I'm adding in here 1 cup oats flour that we just made for the brownie. And now we are going to mix it nicely with that cut and fold method, which is actually a key method of any baker, any baking mixing theory. So mix this nicely until it's all well combined. Next we are going to add in here Nutella, because of course this is Nutella brownie, so you need it. So in goes 3 to 4 tablespoons of Nutella. And this looks already delicious. Now again we are going to mix this all, or you can say we are going to combine it well together with the same cut and fold method. And now I feel to add milk here. So in this whole recipe, in total I have taken 1/4 cup of milk. I have not added the whole milk at once. I have used this 1/4 cup of milk into batches. Now as you can see here, you must be thinking, how it is going to be done. But see, the milk is done. I have added 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder here. We are not going to add soda to this recipe, just baking powder. So 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder is more than enough, and mix it again with that cut and fold method, and this is done. Now I'm adding in here mixed dry fruits for that extra crunch in it. So here in this mixed dry fruit, you get a ready-made packet in the market, and it contains all the dry fruits like as you can see, almonds, pumpkin seeds, lotus seeds, and raisins and berries, and everything is already there in it. Mixed it nicely, adding a little more milk here, and going to again mix it because we want that perfect consistency of the batter. The batter shouldn't be too thick and should not be too runny also at the same time. Mix everything nicely. Look at the consistency of the batter. This is the perfect consistency of the batter. So as the batter is ready here, we are going to keep it aside and take a baking tin or a baking tray or a baking vessel. So I have greased the whole baking tint here with butter with my hand. Using my hand, I've spread the butter on it, and then I've sprinkled all-purpose flour here without touching the all-purpose flour, and then now I'm spreading in the brownie batter. As you can see, the way I am spreading the brownie batter, the same way I spreaded the all-purpose flour all over the baking tint. Okay, do not touch it with your hand. This is going to be very easy to demold your batter, your cake, your brownie, whatever. You can do the same method if you're making a cake also. After adding the first layer of the batter, I am adding in here some chopped chocolates, dark chocolates I had, so I'm using it. If you have chocolate chips, you can definitely use it. If you don't have, you can also follow my thing, the jugaad that I have done here. Again, we are going to add in the brownie batter on top and spread it with the spatula. Don't use your hand for spreading and all. Don't touch it with your hands. Spread it nicely and evenly, properly. So after both the layers, again the last layer, I am going to add in some more chocolate here. The idea of adding chocolates like this is because I love the melted chocolate inside the brownies or cakes. Look at that, the tint is ready to go for baking. So I had already kept my vessel for heating, like preheating on a low flame. So as you can see, this is preheated. If you're doing it in an OTG, please preheat the OTG as well. So this has been preheating for 5 minutes. I'm just adding a ring below down there, and then I'm going to keep the tint over it, and I'm going to cover it and let it bake for 20 minutes on low flame. Even if you're baking it in the OTG, you just have to keep it for 15 to 18 minutes on 180 degrees Celsius, and this will be done. So the brownies are ready, as you can see. Let it cool down a little and then demold it. Don't try to do Khatron Ke Khiladi ka stunt here. It is not required. Once the brownie is nicely cooled down, you can demold the brownie. It will come out easily, as you can see mine. No cracks, no broken, nothing. I did not even need to rub the knife on the edges. It just came out like that. A very good idea and a tip for all the bakers out there. So you can have the brownie like that only, and look at that melted chocolate on the top. I'll show you the inside one also. Wait. And you will be tempting, mouth-watering to make this recipe and try it out and have it. So as I told you, I'll show you the inside melted chocolate also. So here comes the part, and just look at that. You see the chocolate that is melted inside. It looks so delicious, and even the top one that has melted, and it's so soft and so gooey. I can't tell you. You just have to try this recipe out, otherwise you're going to miss out a big deal out of it. It was really tasty and delicious. And this is the second way that you can have it. The other way around, you can have it with some ice cream scoops on your brownie, and I just love this. I literally love to have my brownies with some ice cream on it, and this is something wow. Enjoy the video. I hope lovely foodies you liked the video and the recipe. If yes, if that's so, then please do like the video, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Share the video with your friends and your families, and do ask them to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and watch all the videos. We'll meet you with the next recipe. Till then, do try this one and let me know in the comment section how did it turned out for you. Goodbye, take care. Thank you for watching the video.